Greetings, comrades. My name is Gigantals, and there are two things I'm going to cover this week. So the first thing is my assessments, where I am in them. Basically, so the next assessment I have is it's an open book test. I've been sorting out my notes over the last week, making sure I'm ready for that. Yeah, it's next week, so I'm just going to use this time to make any minor adjustments to my notes. Make sure I know everything, so I can go into that assessment and go into that test and finish everything with it. The week after that, so 2 weeks from now, or just under 2 weeks from now, is my GIS portfolio. So I'm just going to spend the majority of my time working on that, making sure I get everything sorted, and after that I'll basically have finished university. So yeah, 2 more assessments, like I said. It'll all be over in 2 weeks time, so hopefully I've got that to look forward to. The second thing I was going to talk about this week, it relates to a concerning amount of material I've seen on Facebook in regards to my faith mostly. Okay, so Catholics, if you're not Catholic, this won't really affect you much, but for us Catholics out there, I've seen a lot of concerning support for a bunch of condemned apparitions and mystics. So this includes this Indian stigmatist who's clearly faked her stigmata. I mean, the reason why I'm doing this is because although she looks like she has holes in her hands here, it looks like a cross here, and I'm busy wondering, since when did Jesus ever have a cross stigmata like that? She's also claimed to receive the body of blood. She's also claimed to have received communion, but in the process it turned into a Eucharistic miracle, which may sound harmless, but it's actually heretical and cannibalistic, which I will explain in depth in another video. There's also been support for the Book of Truth, which is by an excommunicated mystic from Ireland, in which she's also a sedevacantist basically, because she believes that Pope Benedict XVI, it was the last legitimate pope on earth. There's also Our Lady of Naju, who also faked Eucharistic miracles, and she's also been excommunicated by her Archbishop, which the Vatican has approved the excommunication of. There's also the San Martin de Chio, something like that, an apparition from the 80s or whatever. It was condemned by the local bishop as fake, and I'm just seeing a lot of these fake apparitions and mystics, their messages being spread about all the Catholic groups on Facebook. It's the main thing I want to address when I get out of my assessments, because I know I've got stuff like I've still got stuff like the Church Councils in a Nutshell video. I've also got the apocryphal indulgences and graces to a number of prayer cards that were condemned in 1889. I've got those videos to sort out, I know, but this is concerning false mystics and apparitions being endorsed unknowingly by people, and sometimes by malicious people who are trying to purposefully deceive the people in my church. Again, it doesn't really concern non-Catholics, this, but non-Catholics, please understand that this is the equivalent of people coming in and preaching contrary messages to our faith under the guise of claiming it is actually genuine, and they're misleading people. So this is a very severe matter in my church, which I'm going to try and address once my assessments are over. But that's still 2 weeks away, so I'm just going to spend the next 2 weeks working on my preparing for my test next week, and then finishing my portfolio for 2 weeks time, and hopefully this time in 2 weeks I'll be able to finally relax from all my assessments. Otherwise, that's it pretty much for this week, so have a good weekend. God bless you all. See you in the next video, comrades. Until then.